The following training material is intellectual copyright owned by Louise Ann Maurice Business Enterprises, Inc., and is only available for personal use by students who purchase the course found exclusively on udemy.com and is prohibited from being repackaged, repurposed, or resold.
All right, so remember I had talked about financial planning simplified, and this is your practice activity for this section. So you have the exercise about forgiveness. So important to move forward because it allows you to really be aware of exactly what you are doing, okay? And what you want to look at now in this practice activity is quite simple. When it comes to debt, okay, if there is an activity that adds to your debt, I want you to write it down. All right, what is adding to your debt? Write it down. And this is about being honest. So if it's that, daily glass of wine or bottle of wine or your cigarettes or gambling or stopping off at the coffee shop every single day and going out with your friends for dinner or your spouse or whatever adds to your debt, write it down. Again, no judgment, no criticism. This is just about being aware. And then I want you to have a look at, some activities that will take down, right? That will subtract from your debt. And, this can be anything from, paying cash and developing a budget, which we'll go through in the next section. And, really thinking about, okay, maybe I don't go out for dinner as much. And maybe I just come clean with people and say, hey, I'm in a lot of debt. Okay. Now you think about those activities that multiply your debt. And I'll tell you one situation when I worked with clients, I would look at their credit card statements with them and go over some ways that they could reduce their debt. And what I found is I'd be looking at their statements and we'd be going over and I'd say, okay, this restaurant here, how come your bill was $550? Well, I took out all my friends for dinner and I'm like, why? Well, we were all up for dinner having a few drinks and it just came over me. I just wanted to pick up the tab and, I just wanted to be nice. And I'm like, that's great. But did you have $550 in your bank account to pay for that dinner? Well, no. Well, then that's not a wise decision and that just multiplied your debt. So if you don't have the money in your bank, then you shouldn't be putting it on your credit card, right? The credit card is not to be seen as a loan. The credit card is used as convenience. And when you use it as convenience, you are going to divide your debt in half because you'll start making smarter decisions. And that question is, do I have the money in my bank account? Okay, do I have the money in my bank account? If I don't have the money in my bank account to cover it, then I shouldn't be using my credit card. I should build up an opportunity fund. Okay, that's what I call it. Build up an opportunity fund so that I can, right? When I come across a great deal or an opportunity and it fits with my values, again, we're going to be looking at budgets next, but, or in the next section, there you go. So that is what you want to focus on. And again, going through this activity is so powerful because you can see, okay, the things that add to your debt, when you do the opposite, are going to subtract. The things that multiply your debt, when you do the opposite, are going to divide. Complete that activity. Let me know if you have any questions by posting them in the discussion forum. Again, my name's Louise Ann Maurice, LouiseAnnMaurice. You are on udemy.com, udemy.com. And this is Womanly Wealth Academy, the personal finance mastery course. And the nice thing when you are signed up through udemy.com, you have access to me. And like I said, I've have so many years experience as a financial advisor as well as working at a bank. And I want to share with you that wisdom so that you become the master of your financial destiny. All right, so share your feedback, questions, comments in the discussion forum before moving on to the next section.